Hi guys, Angry Monkey here.
And Jackson Farrell.
And we're playing some more 999, and wow, we learned Zero's identity.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it would have been Santa, man?
Yeah. Crazy guy's got some crazy schemes going on in his head, man.
Although, maybe that's why he sounds like that, man, is to cover up what he really is.
Whoa, he's a super genius villain, man.
Or is he a villain, man?
Ooh. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Which hopefully could be this episode?
And that's to proceed with the story through door 9.
The dead was directly in front of them as they come through the door. Quickly they scanned their bracelets.
Same sequence as before, but with a gray thing rather than a red.
Yep. The detonator stopped.
Whew!
After pausing for a moment to catch their collective breath, Junpei and companions headed down the long hallway in front of them. At the end was a set of stairs leading down into the ship. It looked as though they led all the way to the bottom deck. They looked down, didn't seem to be flooded. After deciding it was safe, they headed down the stairs. Before long, Junpei and his companions found themselves on the bottom deck. They turned left, another hallway at the end of them, of which they found another door. And of course, there was a symbol engraved over the keyhole.
Gosh.
Oh, of course there's another keyhole. It looked like the sort of harpoon one would use to hunt fish, the kind with 3 prongs. Oh, that would be, that's probably Neptune then.
Probably.
Called it!
Oh! The narrator's smart. Look at him, guessing the Neptune symbol.
And thank you, Snake.
You're welcome. So, does the narrator know if there's a key around here somewhere?
Of course. But do you?
Oh, well, I think we can trust you on this one.
Neptune Key. All Junpei had was the either Uranus or Uranus key card, neither of which sound pleasant. Not the same planet, and not even the same sort of key. Clearly it wasn't going to open this door. What if we just shove it in the keyhole corner of the keyhole?
See if it works. Maybe, bracelets have been mislabeled.
Yeah. After examining the door for a few more minutes, they gave up and headed back to the way they'd come. With a little more searching, they found a metal door. To the side of it was a card reader. The symbol was engraved on the card reader. It matched the Uranus symbol on the key card Junpei was carrying.
This is the place.
He muttered to himself and slid the card through the reader. It beeped once, and the light on it turned green.
I'm pretty sure we're in unfamiliar territory now.
We are definitely in unfamiliar territory. With some potentially new puzzles to solve.
Ooh, puzzles.
Junpei, Clover, and Snake and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and stepped through.
I was trying to remember how we got to the submarine, and I think it was through the other 9 door.
I don't even know if the 9... Did we discover the 9 door in that one? Because we came out... Well, we came out of door 2 and found everybody dead, and then we ran upstairs or something. I don't remember.
I can't even remember what I knew and what I didn't know.
Well, I mean, I remember how the progression went. I just don't remember what doors we went through to get that. But I remember that we found Santa, Ace, and Clover on the stairs, and that left June. And then naturally we went up to wherever June was, and she was dying on the floor. And then when she died, then we went back out the hallway, and that's where we found Seven and Lotus dead.
Okay, well, anyway.
So they found themselves in a room full of books.
Oh, it's the forest.
The Forest of Knowledge. It looked remarkably like a library.
A library?
Or a library, as kids like to call it.
Yep.
Not the sort of library where large numbers of peoples came to read books. More the sort of library that was simply a place to store books. He felt a little overwhelmed by the sheer number of books, but Junpei did his best to speak with authority.
It's not a berry. It's a library.
A library. A buried library.
It's buried. Alright, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune Key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good, let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry!
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. As he began to search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind.
And here's our good old-fashioned sequence.
Find it. Find Alice. No. Find Neptune.
It's escape time.
And I probably won't be able to help you too much with these because I've only gone through this room once.
Okay.
Lights to the books! Huh? What does that mean?
Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on to the next.
Unless they're just a really slow reader.
Or really dense pages. Really small font.
Yeah.
They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself.
That's horrible.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, not at all. I live in the darkness, yes. But that has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say.
So, the snake is weird. This one says, transition of extinct species.
We need to hurry it up, or we're going to end up in the pages of a book like that. I'm so clever. Micrographia, huh? Ah, yes. Robert Hooke's famous work, first published in 1665. He built a microscope and examined insects, inorganic substances, and other things too small to be seen in detail by human eyes. He then drew pictures of many of the things he'd examined, and published them in a book. I'd hazard a guess this shelf is concerned with natural sciences. Something tells me that poking around the shelves is not going to get us anywhere. Handrail is made of metal. Okay, let's do a little perusal of the scene. Here is our, let's see, there's our table.
Yeah, we can easily get lost in this room.
Yep. So if we turn around, man, this thing is narrow. I feel like I'm walking across a tightrope. Geez, Snake, aren't you scared? Imagine a wall 20 inches wide that runs along the top of a 10-story building. Could you walk along that wall, Junpei? No way! Then what about a balance beam in a gymnasium? Oh, well, that's easy. You don't find that strange? A balance beam is far narrower than 20 inches. So why is it that a balance beam poses no challenge to you, but the hypothetical 10-story wall does? The light can easily turn people into cowards. From time to time, life in darkness can give you courage. Okay, that's another library shelf. Library shelf.
Well, I mean, they might have clues. I really don't know.
Shelves for days. An overview of photochemistry.
I think whoever set this up wanted us to see the cover, not the spine. Let's look at it, okay?
Huh. Looks like there's a whole lot of space behind these books.
Look, Junpei! I think there's something hidden behind the books.
Okay. Powerful light bulb.
There's a brand new light bulb. Looks like a pretty high wattage one, too.
Now we just need a place to plug it in.
Remember this old plug it in, plug it in. What was that from? No, it was, I know what it is, but... Because it wasn't a light-related thing. I think it was one of those... Was it the original Febreze plug-in things or something?
It might be. That sounds possibly right.
Let me look this up. I'm curious now.
Hurry up! We need to find the key with the Mark of Neptune! Don't have time to research esoteric trivia from commercials?
Glade plugin. Okay, so it was. I was close. It wasn't Febreze. It was Glade. But that's what it was.
Right kind of product, anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see, and we can go down. We've got more librarial things. Let's see. 3 lights in this thing. They aren't very bright, though.
Hey, didn't we find some really powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't you put it in one of those lights?
Yeah! Well, it'll get a lot brighter,
But if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can replace all 3 bulbs. We need 3 light bulbs, huh? 3 light bulbs.
Hint, hint, Junpei.
Well, I figured I'd put them in one at a time.
It's not how it works.
Let's see.
It's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
What's that from?
I just remember it was a bunch of old ladies talking about Facebook.
Oh yes, the wall.
Yeah.
The photo wall. Or whatever.
I don't remember what commercial that was for either, but...
We've got a 7 line.
Okay. This bookshelf has a glass inlay. It's pretty big, but there's only 6 books on it. Seems kind of weird. Oh. You can hear that one.
Yeah.
Hey! Look at there's something on the bottom! Can't really see it there, the glass is so foggy.
Okay. Awesome, there's a lock on the glass door. Yep, won't budge.
Smash it. Oh.
Okay, that's wonderful. I've got to find 6 numbers. Okay. This iron plate is bolted down. I don't think it's a door. I think it's just a wall. Okay. Let's see. Dadkind? What the crud is this? Wasn't that a German mathematician? Maybe it's a compilation of his work.
Oh, that's a letdown. I thought it was for all dadkind.
Dadkind. Owen, huh? Owen isn't enough to go on. Perhaps it's about the English Revolutionary? Leibniz.
This book is in German. Looks like it's a complete work of something.
I've never heard of it. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know.
Sheldrake.
Okay, that's familiar. Sheldrake. Isn't Sheldrake... It's got the volume number written on the lower part of the spine. Okay. Yellow book with the word Leibniz.
So 1, 2. Okay, so all those. These 2 are through 7. These are through 8.
Okay. Wah! Do we need to towel up?
There wasn't much water in there.
Okay.
Pause.
That's okay.
There. Hold on. Might need that for clover lines, but
We can refill as necessary.
yeah.
Okay. Resume?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got our books 7 and 8.
It says Riemann hypothesis. What is that hypothesize about with the remain? Isn't it pretty straightforward?
Heavens no! There are many factors. Length, girth, lubrication, or lack of. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
that's a weird book, Junpei. Indian mathematics. Ah, that's funny.
Why is that funny?
Indian mathematics. Hey, Pythag!
Pythagorean theorem. This is a famous one. It sounds like there are a number of math books in this section.
That's what we called it in high school, was Pythag.
The Pythag. Okay, let's see what we've... Oh, that's our old friend, the handrail. I got a bunch of books.
History of the medieval period. Maybe it's about Sir Lancelot.
Isn't he just a story? I don't think you're going to find a guy who didn't really exist in a history book.
That's a good point.
Okay. I'm not seeing any distinctive books over there. Let's take a look up here. Well, there was a light bulb here. Oh! The one book is distinctive. Automated robotic assembly line techniques. Huh.
What's that? Some sort of comic book? Jeez, I guess boys really like that stuff, huh?
No, you're thinking of a different sort of robot. This book is talking about automated machinery that's used to build things like cars.
Oh, that's boring.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that book is... What's a picture book like that doing here? It looks like it's about Little League.
It does seem a little weird that it's so different from the others, huh? Maybe you ought to take it with you?
Okay.
Huh.
Let's,
There's a baseball in this one. Come on, Juba. Let's see what's in it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's probably baseball Whoa! Pop-up book. Head.
Head.
This is one of those pop-up books, isn't it? It says H-E-A-D.
Head. You mean like where my brain is?
Okay, that was some weird dialogue.
Indeed. It's a weird book.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is strange.
Oh, look, Seven. There's a book that's perfect for you. It's called Correlation of Muscle, Bone, and Density and Bone Strength.
You're just saying that because it says muscle.
Well, we've got one book. I'm not seeing anything else that might conceal a light bulb. Teletemporation and telepathy. What is this one about?
Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation.
It refers to having the ability to travel through time.
Ooh.
Of course. Kitab al-Azif. Man, they've got some weird stuff here. I can't even pronounce this one.
Who's that? Some famous guy?
It's not a person's name. It's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul al-Hazred. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon.
Oh. So these are all cult books and stuff.
And there's nothing to take from there. Okay.
This one says the golden rabbit on the moon on it. Does that mean it's about a rabbit that lives on the moon? Rabbits are pretty cute, but what's the moon stuff about?
It's talking about the Judas tree that is said to grow on the moon, according to Chinese legend. This book is called Mind Swap.
You mean like you could change bodies with someone? I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother or Chumbe too much, but rather that's why Seven switch with me.
What the crap? Look, I'd even want to switch bodies with a little brat like...
Hey, were you just imagining it you were?
Oh, shut up!
Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one. So there's nothing in those spaces. Reality show. Okay, did I just look there? Yeah, I recognize those spaces. Okay. Mother Nature.
Isn't it some sort of book about hippie chicks?
Probably not, except perhaps tangentially. It's most likely about environmental protection.
I was just trying to make a joke.
Dude, hippie chicks? Really?
Dude, hippie chicks, man.
Really?
It's far out.
I guess the books on this shelf with transition of extinct species are about living creatures. Okay.
Theory of evolution. Heck, even I know this one. That's that Darwin guy, right?
Well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it, he put forth his theory of evolution. Yeah, I remember that part. He called it natural selection. Exactly. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Paleontology! This one's about fossils, right?
Ammonites.
The ammonites are pretty nasty looking!
Why did mankind lose their tails? Junpei, do you know what this one's about?
Why are you asking me?
Because you're the main character, of course.
I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe you should ask a human with a tail. Mankind's ancestors most likely lost their tails, as they were no longer useful and the nutrients required to grow them were better put to use elsewhere.
I don't know. Having a monkey tail would be pretty useful.
Yep.
I mean, it's almost like a third arm.
Yeah, prehensile tail.
Yeah.
My brother wrote an essay about that once for a now-defunct website.
Oh, really?
I would give the URL, but it's no more, sadly. At least that's what I read. I was rather young. I may have remembered it incorrectly.
Huh. Why would a kid be reading a book like that? Because I'm a nerd.
Okay, natural sciences, micrographia. Creatures of the South Seas, huh? I wonder if this one's got pictures of colorful fish and stuff. Nope.
Nah.
Introduction to geology, huh? Thinking about the Earth even when you're on the ocean. Kinda romantic in a way, I guess.
Theories of the Cambrian explosion. Did a bomb go off near somewhere called Cambria?
Wrong kind of explosion. Roughly 500 million years ago, during what is known as the Cambrian period, research suggests that the variety of living organisms increased by an order of magnitude. Why that happened is, however, something of a mystery. There are a number of theories. This book is most likely a collection of them. Should we episode?
Yeah. I guess we can go ahead and end episode.
Okay, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep. Catch you guys then.